welcome back to Anyone Can Cook. I'm your boy, Jeffrey Cridden, aka Jeff the Chef, aka Bahamas Bay, aka Mr. Fountain if you know me very well. So today on Anyone Can Cook, we're gonna tone into comfort food. So many times we think about comfort food, we think about peas, we think about rice, or peas and rice for Bahamians, macaroni and cheese for Bahamians, but worldwide, the most comforting food is either fried chicken or fried fish. Today we're gonna, or even chicken noodle soup. That's a good one. Just thought about that. My mind is running. I have so much stuff to share with you, but bear with me. We have a lot of information that I'm gonna give you, and we're gonna cook as well. We're gonna cook, we're gonna cook, we're gonna cook, and you're gonna love this. So today we're gonna focus in on our superfoods as we usually do. Right here we have lemongrass, and we also have, of course, our sweet potatoes. We have our purple potatoes. We have some spinach. I have some garlic. I have some ginger. I also, over here, I have grapefruit. I have some avocado. And this right here, no, this is not anything that you're thinking about. Get your minds out the gutter. This is how chefs, we store our herbs. This right here is parsley for later. All right. Let's get that out the way. So, comfort foods. We're going to talk a little bit about citronelle, as the French call it. Citronelle. Bahamians, we call it fever grass. And in America, they call it lemongrass. So let me take these glasses off for a second. Let me get a little more comfortable. So lemongrass is also called cochin grass. And this has so many vitamins, minerals. It comes from, well, it was basically grown in Southeast Asia. It made its way to the tropical sub-regions. You can find it in the Caribbean, you can find it in Africa. It grows like crazy. It's good for digestion. It's good for reducing high blood pressure. It burns fat. I probably need some more of it, as you can see. It's good for skin. My skin's looking good because I like it. My hair is gone, but hey, it's good for hair. It's good for vitamin A, vitamin C, B12. The list goes on. But hold on for a second. Let's cook. Let's get back to what we came to do. Let's cook. So what I'm going to do for you today is sort of kind of boiled fish. All my Bahamian people out there, this is not your typical boiled fish. This is going to be scented with lemongrass, and we're going to make a grapefruit chutney. So this boiled fish is starting off with a little bit of hot water, and to please the senses, I'm going to add some green tea. Whatever brand you use, Bigelow, Twining, or even if you want to use loose tea. You want to get your water nice and hot, and then what we're going to do is put the tea bag in there, and probably for about 3 minutes. Once that dissolves in there, we're going to take it out, because we're not looking for the green tea flavor per se, because what we want to flavor is with lemongrass. We just want a little base. So what we're doing here is we're making layers, and when you're making soup, you want to make layers.
So Jeffrey, can you tell us what is boiled fish?
What is boiled fish? Boiled fish is breakfast, lunch, and dinner for Bahamians. So basically is normally grouper. Some people, I think they may use, help me out, a mudfish, maybe, perhaps.
Muttonfish, rockfish.
Rockfish. And basically, it starts off in cold water. You boil the fish, you clean it. Normally they use the head, which is gelatinous, and of course the tail of the fish. Americans, they don't like heads, they only like fillets. Don't worry about that. I'm about to solve your problems today with this transitional boiled fish. But boiled fish is potatoes, onions, fish, allspice, and goat pepper, lemon juice, and salt. And it slowly boiled. It's a boil, so it slowly comes up to a quick boil, and you let it simmer. You can eat it with yellow grits. You can eat it with Johnny cake, or on some islands they eat it with white rice. Me personally, I like it with all the above. 3 starch, grits, bread, and of course, Johnny cake. So, as we can see right here, The green tea is starting to dissolve. The way we use this lemongrass, is what we want to do is take the back of the handle of the knife and gently tap it. What this does is loosen out all the essential oils. This right here, this plant, most of the scent or most of the perfume, which is also used for, by the way, comes from the root. Just like any plant, most of the essential ingredients come from the root. These essential oils, they can be used for massage oils. Yeah, massage oils. Lemongrass is used in massage oils. Lemongrass is used for also insect repellent. Yeah, it's used for insect repellent. So what I'm going to do is just break this down a little bit. And as you can see, this is what it looks like. You can also use it for tea. There's so many different things you can use for lemongrass. It's filled with magnesium, zinc, calcium, iron. It's good for the central nervous system. It's a relaxant. So a lot of people use it for a tea. In the Bahamas, we call it bush medicine. They're one of many types of grasses that we just go in the back of the yard. We pick it, put it in the tea, and that's that. So I'm going to take out this. Tea, put it on the side. Gonna add some lemongrass to it, let that go. Also, I have a little bit of onion, just like we put it on boiled fish, and then a little bit of garlic.
Jeffrey, what does the lemongrass taste like?
It tastes like lemon. It's a slightly mellow version of a lemon. It's very aromatic, as I would call it, as chefs would call it. It's very aromatic. It can be infused in so many different flavors. It's normally used in Thai food. Lemongrass, cilantro, lime, fish sauce. Fish sauce could be more Vietnamese, but it's normally used in Thai food, Southeast Asia, as I already said. Also, like I said, you can use it for products for deodorant, products for lotion, and of course, for the ladies, products for perfume. It smells very good. So while that's going, we're gonna start on another superfood, ginger. Ginger is a root. It's a root plant, and it's another Southeast Asian influence product. It's a herbaceous perennial plant, which means it grows in the summertime. You can grow it inside your house. Ginger has other different flavors, other different cousins like galangal. It's a cousin of turmeric. It's a cousin of ginseng. So it's very, very strong. It's a vibrant. And you only need a little bit when you're cooking with it now. Ginger also is a relaxant. Right now what's trending is ginger shots. People are using ginger shots. Wake them up. But like I said, it's immune. It's good for the immune system. It's an immune booster. And it's also relaxing. Once it goes up, you come down just like a balloon. Some of the health benefits are it can treat morning sickness. It can help treat chronic digestion. But anyway, let's cook. I'm giving you all this information, but we still have to cook. So in here, like I said, we have a little bit of lemongrass. We have the onion. We have a little bit of garlic. And you know what? I'm going to add some ginger. So all these flavors are so relaxing. I wish you could smell this right now. So we're also...
Do you just let it go on a slow boil, or?
What I want to do is let it perfume. I want the onions to get softened. I want the garlic to get softened because it's so potent. You don't want it to boil too much. What you want it to do is just infuse. Like I said, this is comfort food. So mainly in comfort foods put you to sleep. This right here, if you have too much of this will put you to sleep. As light as it is, this little bark right here is very powerful. So while this is going, I'm gonna put this over here and we're gonna switch. So we're gonna make a grapefruit chutney. Yes, I said it, a grapefruit chutney. How do we make it? We're gonna start off with a little bit of grapefruit peel. I am so excited I can't even talk straight. Grapefruit peel. So what we're gonna do is get a nice peeler like this, and what you're gonna do is peel off a few of these. I peeled the whole one already, but the trick of this is, if you come closer, come a little closer, come a little closer, you want to take this pit off. Why you take this pit off? Because you don't want it to be bitter. That's what the bitterness of any citrus fruit is. So you want to take that out. Once you take that out, you can cut it to any size you like. For this recipe, I make sure I cut it. First I julienne it, and after I julienne it, turn it to the side. And this is what the French call a brunoise, or a small dice. So with this right here, we can't cook this just like this. So what I normally do is I blanch it. That means I put it in a hot pot with water, and we throw off the water. And we do that at least 4 times. It seems long, but trust me, it's worth it. So put a little bit of oil in this pan. This pan is nice and hot. Man, it smells so good. Man. So I put a little bit of onions. Put a little bit of ginger. And I cook that out for a little bit. So while that's cooking, stir it up a little bit. How does it smell? Here we go. And like I said, everything is fine dice or small dice just because I want to eat it quickly. Otherwise, you would have to wait for it, and we don't have time for that. So this is at the point where I want to make a gastrique. Gastrique is a French version of a sauce. It's a sweet and sour sauce. It's the base of any sweet and sour sauce. So I have a little brown sugar, which is healthy. And then here, you know what it is. You know what time it is. If you have not been watching me lately, this is gold pepper vinegar. You need this. You need some of this in your household. Basically, you can take habanero pepper, Scotch bonnet pepper, and just let it sit in regular white vinegar oil. So what I'm going to do is add some sugar to this pot. I'd say about a tablespoon. Then I'm going to add the same amount of vinegar. And what that's going to do is form a glaze. And this is how my chutney will be formed. But hey, you just can't have the chutney without this, the peel. You need a little bit of juice. So I'm going to add some juice in there.
What kind of juice are you adding?
Grapefruit juice.
Ooh.
Fresh grapefruit juice. So the same peel, I use the same thing. This is smelling so good. So this is at a point where I can either take out the lemongrass because it's already been perfumed, or I can let it go a little bit more, which I will. But what I want to do is flavor it. So when I say flavor, I'm going to add a little bit of salt. I'm going to add a little bit of lime juice. Why do I add lime? Because I want to awaken the senses. I want to awaken all the senses. When we talk about cooking, we talk about sweet, salty, pepper, spicy, Umami, that's a flavor. And also we talk about bitter. So these are all flavors that I want to encompass. So while that's bubbling, while that's reducing, let's get to the fish. So the fish I chose for today is snapper. Why did I choose snapper? Because snapper is worldwide. You can find snapper everywhere in this world. So clean off my station a little bit, get a little neat. And I wish y'all could smell this. Listen, if you're not cooking at home, watch these videos and just try it. I'm taking y'all to your comfort zone. That's why this is comfort, healthy food. Healthy food and comfort, they don't go together, right? Just like for me, my comfort food, fried rice and fried chicken. So I have a little bit of fish here. So why did I buy the fish whole? To show you how we cut the fish and how you should purchase fish. Normally you would get a fish fillet. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're gonna pay $12 for this, and I can buy this for $8, why not buy the $8? Why not pay for it for $8? What are you gonna do with it? I'm gonna tell you. First of all, when you purchase the fish, you wanna look at the eyes. Make sure they're glossy and not dull. You wanna look at the skin. Make sure it's firm. And then you wanna smell it. Smells like the sea to me. So right now I have a fillet knife. This is different from other knives. And so there are like so many ways to cut a fish. The way I was taught was from a Kendall chef. I don't even want to say her name because she'll be mad at me the way I'm about to cut this fish. So anyway, what I like to do is take off the head first. Why I'm taking off the head first? Because I don't really need it now. If I was using it whole, I'll keep the head on. So I take this right here, this will be in your boiled fish. Or you can use this for your stew fish. Or you can use it for your fry fish. Next step is take this off the bone. And what I'm doing is I'm going against the bone. This is the backbone of the fish. So all I'm doing is I'm sliding it, and see, as you can see, this is the rib cage right here on this side. So this is an easy way if you want to learn how to cut a fish or fillet a fish. I'm showing you right now. So don't ever tell me I didn't show you anything. So as you can see, I press down and I cut against, and you hear it. As you can hear it, it cuts. So once I cut here, this is pretty much it. Loosen it up. This is what you buy, your fillet. I'll clean this up a little bit. Take out the rib cage, or the belly as we say. And normally you would take a pin bone, take out all the bones, but we don't have time for that because we're talking about lemongrass. We're talking about ginger. We're talking about grapefruit chutney. We're talking about comfort food, healthy comfort food.
If they don't have a pin bone, what can they substitute?
A tweezer.
Tweezers.
Everybody has tweezers.
Yes.
I had like 2 gray hairs on the side here. I used to use a tweezer like 5 minutes ago. I don't know where these gray hairs are coming from. I think I'm getting wiser, but I know it's not old age because I still look good. Anyway, back to this fish. So this is our fish. This is one way to cut it. Okay? And as you can see, we try not to leave any meat. Okay? This right here, like I said, came just like this. So you're not wasting anything. You can fry this also. Bahamians, all islanders, we eat the whole fish. So we're used to eating bones. We'll sit at the table for like 20 minutes and just eat bones out of the fish. Okay? So once we have that fillet, which is this right here, we're gonna season it and we can cut it up. What I'm gonna do, this is probably like a 5-6 ounce portion. I'm gonna cut it in half. I'm gonna score it. Why am I scoring it? Because I want it to be flavorful when I fry it. Okay? So what I'm gonna use is the gold pepper, a nice piece of gold pepper, and some salt, and some lime juice. So this right here, all this is going to the rest of my fish. Normally Bahamians, or normally where I'm from, we would mix the salt with the pepper like this. Just so I can show you. You would add the salt to it. You don't want too much salt because this is a saltwater fish. And this is your basic seasoning for all fish in the Bahamas. Salt and pepper. A little bit more. It's a lot of pepper. Alright. But hey, we like it spicy.
How do we usually grind up the salt and pepper?
So you can use a pestle and mortar, or you can use, like I said, my knife. So we're gonna fry this fish. I'm gonna turn up the heat. Actually not fry, we're gonna pan sear. So you have a little bit of lime. We always use lime. Lime, pepper, and salt. This is the basic of all Bahamian fish seasoning. Use it for conch, use it for anything you could ask for. So normally we'll have this marinating for like 2 or 3 hours outside, away from all the good people.
Now, is that sea salt?
This right here is kosher salt, but you can use sea salt. Sea salt is a little bit more heavy. We want to use coarse kosher salt. That's what I like. You can use iodized salt. You can use pink Himalayan salt. Anything that you prefer, you use.
Why do you like kosher salt?
I like how it feels. I can feel it in my hand. So I know not to put too much, and I know how it feels. Because when you season things, it's all about the feeling. So this right here, this is basically our fish that's seasoned. A little bit of salt, like I said, you don't want too much salt. A little bit of salt, and we're gonna fry this now. Let me change my gloves. Hey, that chutney is looking good. So at this point, it's nice and almost syrupy. I'm gonna add the rest of the grapefruit. And while that's going, I'm gonna turn this down because this is almost done.
And James Setta wants to know, how much does the whole meal cost approximately?
Her, for Jane Settle,
Just in general to make
$5,000
it.
for her. It depends. You might want a meal for 2, you might want it for 1. This is organic food that I'm using. I get it from my vendor, so it's not regular potatoes. I have purple potatoes, which you can buy at Whole Foods. So this is not regular food, but you can purchase it. So I have my oil in my pan. I'm gonna lay it skin side down. And what I'm doing is pressing it so that the skin gets nice and crispy. You can turn it down a little bit. This time it's nice and hard. Nice. So we're gonna let that cook. I'm gonna clean up. And it's almost time to plate up. It's getting too big. So we have our lemongrass infused broth. I'm so excited I can't even put these gloves on properly. Let's try it one more time, nice and slow. If not, there ain't gonna be no gloves. Alright, here we go. So we're gonna let that fish get nice and crispy. We don't want it to be blackened, but we want it to be crispy. Then we're gonna flip it at the last minute. Nice and slow. So I would like to finish off with a little bit of herbs. Have some parsley here. You can use cilantro if you'd like. You could actually add a little bit more pepper if you'd like. But this is already spicy with the ginger in it and the pepper vinegar. So you don't want to put too much spice in it. And this is the way you want it. I actually could add a little bit more water, but this is perfect. So since I already have some made, I'm going to add already what I have to this. Because this is TV and that's what we do. Fish smells good. That's your brown stir on it. Not too bad, not too bad. Whew, it is hot in here. So let's plate this up, guys. We're gonna add some potatoes. I have my purple potatoes. We're gonna add that in here. We're gonna add some sweet potatoes in here.
And how did you cook the purple and sweet potatoes?
I roasted them quickly. I'm gonna add a little bit of spinach. Remember, guys, you have to eat your spinach. You wanna be strong like me? Strong like Popeye? Eat your spinach. So because this water is already hot, this broth is already hot, it's gonna wilt everything. So you don't really need to cook it. Hey, one thing y'all didn't tell me to do, taste it. Come on guys, let's taste it. A little bit of salt. A little bit of lime, because I love it. I think this is good. My fish is ready, so let's plate. Man, this tastes good. Woo. There's so many flavors in here. So we're gonna put some potatoes down here. Yeah. You got your purple potatoes. Then you have your spinach. Yeah, I told you this wasn't your typical boiled fish, but once again, this is healthy comfort food. It's not your regular soup. Simple things. So I'm going to add a little bit of broth. You can always add more if you'd like. What I'm going to do is take this nice grapefruit chutney. I'm going to place it over the fish.
Give it a little schmear.
A little schmear here and there. Put this one on top. Put this one on top. Uh-oh. Can he make it? Oh. That's alright. Even though we live, we're still hooking it up. One thing about a chef, it's all about making it look good. Ain't that right? So there you have it, folks. Comfort food. Hey, don't forget, we need real side dishes. All Bahamians, they want side dishes. My sister said, hey, you cooking chicken, where's the sides? I like the sides, the vegetables. So just for my sister, we're gonna put this over here with some bread, some nice honey wheat rolls that I made, and also some pear. If you're in the Bahamas, you're gonna have pear with your boiled fish.
What is pear?
Pear is avocado. That's what we call pear. The way we eat it, a little salt and pepper, but this needs neither, because what you're eating with is very flavorful. So I hope you guys learned a little bit today about lemongrass. I hope you learned a little bit about ginger. And hey, anyone can cook. 1, 2, 3. It doesn't take a genius to do this. It looks good. It tastes good. You're eating healthy. You have any questions? Call me, Jeff the Chef. You can reach me at www.chefjeff.com or check me out on Facebook Live once again next week Thursday. I'm also on YouTube. YouTube, we're coming.